Okay, let's get into some supercolor CPU card stuff here. How are you all doing? Here we go, supercolor CPU card. Supercalifragilistic CPU card. Now this is a very special CPU card because one of the sockets is on the wrong way around, and Jürgen told me that not to be fooled by that because they all go in the same orientation. So I'm glad he pointed that out. Okay. Hello, Perinoid? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I don't think I'll get this all done. Well, I certainly won't get this done in one sitting, so I'm going to do it in a couple of sittings, because I noticed when I took this 800 apart that the MMU cable that goes to Incognito board is completely shot. I don't know why. It's if I can get it in focus. Come on, come on! There we go. You can see it's completely shagged, this cable. There's bits of it where the conductor's just showing through. It's obviously got trapped in the plastic cage, so we're going to replace that before we do anything else, because that is just no good. And the rest of it should be reasonably straightforward. I'm going to follow, let's go and open these instructions up for you so you can see how I'm going to go with this thing. Let me just have a look and see what we're supposed to be looking at here on the video circuit. There we go, power supply. Yes, I think it's that one, so I need to open that one. No, that one. Yeah, this one. Open with Chrome, display capture schematics. There we go. Yes. So if I can also grab this, open with, oh you mother, it really sucks that I can't screen capture L104, L105 and R189. Okay, I wanted to show you Jürgen's instructions, his suggestion regarding how to wire this thing up, but I can't capture that window. So anyway, what we're going to do is we are going, why the hell, what is going on with this? Let me just sort out this scene. Transform, reset. No, 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 no. I suppose that's right. Right, where are we? L1, I can't even see this. L104, which should be there. So L104, and what else? L105 and R189. What did he say? L105 and R189. L104, L105, and R189, which is here. We're going to lift those components and we're going to patch the output of the Supercolor CPU card into those points, so that we're going to actually reuse the existing connector to the power board, and no ugly wires or nastiness to be seen anywhere, and it's going to look awesome. It's going to be great, and that's what we're going to do. But we're going to replace this cable first. So that's what we're going to do. Now really, I would prefer to find a suitable connector for this, but I'm probably going to... now that's a problem. Do I have a connector that's going to fit this cable? I'm going to have to make one. Excuse me one moment. Let's see what we've got in this box of tricks. I'm pretty sure we won't have one, so it's going to be really awkward. Completely the wrong size. Wow, came unstuck pretty quickly. Yeah, we're going to have to reuse that connector, which is a pain. That's not going to fit. It's annoying. That's really annoying. Alright then. So strain relief's gonna go. That's really annoying. So we'll pop this connector off, hopefully not break it in the process. There we go. Put our nice new cable through here. This is the easy part. We need a little shim. It's really hot in the UK at the moment. How is it where you are, Perry? Right, so let's get this on. Let's get it on. Reasonably straight. Pop this in the vise. cannot remember which way around this goes. That obviously goes like that. Okay. Trim this down. It's got colder a few days ago. It's 15-17 degrees and it's raining. Not that nice summer we have now. So whereabouts is this roughly? There we go, nice new connector, but the other end's going to be a complete and utter nightmare because I don't have a suitable connector, and it's impossible to get the strain relief clip off without destroying it. Poland, oh, hello Poland. We had 30 degrees 2 weeks ago. I think the weather's going to break in the UK as well pretty shortly, but I won't be sorry about that because I don't really enjoy the heat. Oh, this is annoying. This is very annoying. Can I salvage this connector somehow? It's absolutely impossible, I would think. So the hang on a minute. The strain relief goes inside this. If I can prise this open without breaking it. Children started their holidays and the summer ended. Yeah, that's pretty typical, isn't it? That's more or less par for the course. Really making life difficult for myself replacing this thing. And it's snapped. Has it snapped? It looks like it might have. Well, it might have survived actually. Alright, let's try the other side. Come on. There we go. And is it off in one piece? Jesus, yes, I did. I actually got that off in one piece. Crikey. Trying to remember which way this goes on. So we're going to have to come in from the other side like this. Oh, hell's teeth. Right, so it's going to be upside down. Oh. Right. So, right, it's going to go on that way. Okay. Okay. And just a little bit long. Trim it down a little bit. I hate doing this. Alright. Does that look about right? That'll do. So the next step, I never managed to disassemble that element without breaking it, but I am absolutely astounded that I got the strain relief clip off without breaking it, I'll tell you. Can I get this part off? There we go, it's coming. Alright. Just one final reminder as to how this is supposed to go on. It's got to go in facing that way. Stripe at the left on the bottom. Oh god. You know what? I'm gonna take a picture of this because I'm just absolutely. I'm sure I'm gonna forget. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna forget. take a picture just so that I know how it works. This is how much I trust my memory. There we go. We got a picture in case I get confused. So let's take this off here. That's come off quite nicely, and then we're gonna pull. And the trick is to get this off without ripping all the pins out, and we have managed it. And that goes on like this, doesn't it? Yes, like so. And this is going to go in from the top. And pray that it all works, because if I mess this up, this is, you don't get any second chances at this at all. Okay, yeah, that's correct, isn't it? Because it's going to go back on itself. Yeah, right, right. Ah, I'm such mixed feelings about this. Right, to get it in the clamp without it moving, hopefully. Come on. That's moved. God damn it. Damn you. Oh no, I didn't. Come on, right. It's, ah, you son of a bitch. Oh. Just trying to keep the thing straight. You swine. Okay, here goes nothing. And well, it looks okay. And then we're going to bend it back. I hope this is right. I should really leave this off until I know it works. That'd be a good idea. So that's going to go on like this. Like so. Now how would this cable was twisted like that. So it was twisted like this. This would be a pretty good indication of whether I got it right. And then it was twisted like what? Oh, what? What? It's twisted. Okay, and like that, and then back under itself. Something along these lines. Hi, Atari fan. My phone is very stupid. Oh, right, I hope I've done this right. So that's got to come in here Well, it seems to be the right way around. I think I've done it right. Looks like it. Yeah, that looks about right. I think. Is it? Oh my God. Why did I decide to mess with this cable? Why? Why? Ugh. Okay, let's see if we can get everything back in. That's got to go in here. That's got to go in here. This has to go in. Oh Christ, which one's which? Which ends which? Oh God. That looks like the new end. So this has got to go in here. Right. This has to come through here. Right, and this go around the side. It's going to clip in. Yeah. So, like this. And the Incognito board's going to pop in here. Until I pull these cables through the right side, like that, like that. No, it's still not right. Right, that looks more or less correct. Oh God, why did I take these wires out? Oh, I think we may see now why the ribbon was chopped. Oh, yeah. I'm going to try and find a photograph. I'm completely convinced now that the whole thing is completely backwards. Right, let's have a look. This was the original cable. It came along like this. It came back up on itself. It came around underneath the and then it twisted. God. So around on itself, presumably. It must have gone. I'm sure I took a photograph of this. Let me have a look. Image search. Oh, something with cables on it as well. Right, what we got? That doesn't tell me anything. That doesn't show me anything. What's this? Red stripes on the right. Well, that looks promising. Red stripes on the right. That's good. I do apologize for this, but I'm just completely convinced that. Here we go. Here's a picture of the. Well, there was a picture. Save image as. So what's this look like? So yes, I've done it right. I have done it right. I can put that strain relief clip on. This is correct. There we go. Oh, right. Back to business. Today I've connected SSD to IDE 2.0, but there is no shortage of time for test. An SSD? What? An SSD? What do you mean a 3.5 inch solid state drive, or do you mean a compact flash card, or something like that? Oh, there's pensionate or pensionate. Hello. Nice artifact. Oh no, is my camera artifacting? It's like a slideshow, this camera. I really need to fix it up. It's dreadful. That's the wrong one. Configure video. It's a bit better. No, that's not dreadful. Need better equipment. Oh well. An SSD disk. What, like a oh, I can't show you one. I've got one lying around. You mean like one of these? One of these? Well, they're serial ATA. Have you got a converter or something? I'm fascinated, absolutely fascinated by this. No, I thought about CPU card. Oh, the CPU card's a nice artifact. Well, isn't it? Isn't it just? Okay, so let's assume that this all works, and I've got this awful feeling that this little orange connector is back to front. This is how I blew this chip up once. Just So this must go. What a ridiculous mess. I'll plug you in there. Oh, Atari XLE, sorry. Nice to see you. To see you, nice. Right, see if we can make some sort of progress on this then. Okay, so we will assume that this is going to work. Now, one thing I need to do here is short, if we show you on the camera. Why a tremendous lag? CPU 64%. CPU 64%. What can we do about this? This is ridiculous. What about that any smoother? Oh God, just, this entire streaming setup is just driving me up the wall. Hello from Germany. Right. Yes, I need some way to short all three audio pins on here because I'm not going to use the audio. So I don't have a three-way jumper, so I need to think of something nice and elegant to do with that. I don't really want to solder pins to it. Let me think now. Let me think. What can we do? Some way of jumpering three wires together that looks neat. Let's think. Could we use? Nothing really springs to mind. What can we use to jumper three terminals together that doesn't look like crap? Let me see. I suppose I could twist all these wires together, that would work. Yeah, I'll just do that. So I'll take this, chop the end off, strip it, So this is going to be our Terminator. Been to Berlin last Saturday, meeting some Atari 8-bit friends there, and I've seen my Atari side by side with a friend's Commodore 64. Wow, that must have been a... Well, how do you feel about that experience? How does it make you feel? Oh shit. Showing me his secret project. In theory, it makes it possible to run an Atari 800 on a Commodore 64. Well, what about the clock? I mean, how much slower is a Commodore 64 in reality than an Atari? Because of course the Atari's got the DME overhead and such like, so it's not as if the Atari is actually twice as fast clock for clock. But I'm just wondering how you could actually accomplish that. Why not using 3 gold pins? How do you mean? See what I'm going to do here, because these are female. So I've twisted that and I'll put a bit of shrink tubing over the top, and then it'll just be like a plug that'll short everything together. I'm probably not thinking straight. Just getting over this cold. That's my excuse. Right, a nice bit of shrink tubing. I'm going to take my time with this, you know. It's not worth rushing. I'll just screw it up if I hurry. So there probably is a very easy way of shorting this together, which I've completely missed, but do tell me. Usually happens is I turn the camera off, and then as soon as I've done that, everything becomes obvious. Really unhappy with the lag on this camera setup. I should bump these back down to 720p again. See if that makes an improvement. Let's have a look. Really bad. I think I've got better light, but things just look worse. Of course, that's going to zoom everything out. There we go. Wow, that is zoomed out. Whoa. Bet we get better CPU usage. Let's try this one. Whoa. Wow. But I bet this is smoother. You could take a female gold pin, cut 3 off it, and then solder the pins together. Oh, I see what you mean. Like the insides of the hang on. like the insides of those parts, basically, but without the housing. And I see what you mean. Yeah, that makes complete sense. Oh well, I've done this now anyway, so I'm just gonna go with it. My trusty blue tack. Let's bend this back on itself a little bit. Go. Put this over the top. There we go. Give it a bit of heat. Whoa! Look at that. Ow. Ah. Oh, look at that. Does that look good? Is this video any less jumpy? CPU usage is more or less the same, but it looks a bit smoother. It looks a lot smoother. Did you win anything? Did you win? Sorry?
I won.
Right.
On the board game.
Right. How much?
40 quid, so got 20 quid each.
Ooh, very good. Don't come in without on. Do you have a camera on?
Oh, sorry. No, I haven't talked about that already. She got me nationals like £5 or £2.
Right.
So she had thingy. I wanted number bloody 12 for 100 quid and the bastard didn't come up. 12 and fucking 19. 19 come up, but not fucking 12. Birthday anniversary, dad's anniversary, mum and dad's fucking shit.
Do you need a bleep button?
No!
Oh, God. My God. Oh.
But then, well, I had to put it on the bus.
Did you?
Because I was going on, she needs a back garden done. So I need to trim my bush.
She's not getting her front bush trimmed, yeah?
Well, I'm going to have to trim my bush.
Right.
And I was just creasing about the tears were running.
I can well imagine.
So funny.
Dear me. Oh. Right. Okay. Let's at least get these jumpers wired up here. This is the most disjointed stream. Now what? You're not in line of sight, so thank God. Oh. Right. So green is ready and yellow is halt. I should never have started this stream. Oh dear God. Right. Anyway, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? That was my wife. Okay. So this is going to go in like this. So our pads are going to go in here. So ready is going to go into here. I'll just get these soldered in. Nice and simple. Using my patent blue tack technology to hold them in place. Okay, now we will swap our chips over. So the one that's in the wrong direction is yes, the one that's in the wrong direction is the GTIE. So your wife is not so talkative as mine. Seriously, how talkative is your wife? My wife is very talkative. Now this CPU board, interestingly enough, has a Sally CPU on it. It does not have a standard 6502. It has a Sally. So this is the GTIE, which I'm going to put in at the bottom here, observing or ignoring the orientation of the socket, like so. Next up we have the ANTIC chip. Happy men. Does anybody notice an improvement in video quality since I dropped the resolution to 720p, or is it the same, better, indifferent, or what do you think? It's not the CPU usage on the computer, it's definitely the camera. There we go. Doesn't that look nice? It's good enough. Everything is okay. Well, that's good. As long as it's better than it was before. That's what I'm aiming for, is better than it was before. When it's stuttery and juddery. I can even see it in the preview, you see, when it starts to lag. That's most odd. I'm going to give this CPU a bit of a clean. some isopropyl. To use a paper towel. I can see no difference. I need to do some tests here, because I think the last stream I did, when I watched it back, I didn't watch all of it back obviously because I was there, but when I looked at it on YouTube, it was really stuttery, the video. So I did some test recordings before I started this one, and it seemed fine, but then halfway through the stream it looked like it was lagging again, so which is why I dropped it to 720p. Some peaks on audio. That's the other thing. I think the transmitter, I've got a compressor on here on the audio. I mean, you'd think after a year I would have gotten it right by now. We've got a compressor. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. One per 2 seconds. What is this? Some sort of blip? I'll have a look when it's finished and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so this is going to go in here. We are ready to install. The quality is good, but only those peaks. I'll have another look. I think the receiver is a little bit too powerful for the input on the machine, on the computer. And there's a mod out there for it which uses a voltage divider, but I don't think that's what is causing the peaks. I don't know. It comes and goes. Sometimes it's fine. It's a tricky thing to get right. I think audio is probably the worst thing to try and get right. It's really difficult, because of course it's something you can't really appraise, you know, there and then. It's something that you sort of evaluate in retrospect, and by the time you evaluate it in retrospect, it's already done. And the conditions of a live stream they can change even over what was going on when you were doing test recording. It's very annoying. Right, so there we go. So basically this is installed, and the next thing we're going to have to do is the cable for our video signal. I've got the jumpers set for the Sally. Let's start that. In the preview this seems a lot smoother, much smoother motion wise, having dropped the resolution. It's still upscaled to 1080p, but you probably can't tell the difference as far as detail is concerned. So where's my cable? My cable here. Right, I think we'll do the cable in the next sitting. We're coming up to an got the feeling that this could easily turn into a midnight catastrophe. So yeah. So I'll finish this probably tomorrow night. I need to do some tests on video and audio. Where's that other camera? Where the hell did I put that other camera? Oh, there. I need to give this another try. The C920 is the only other camera I've got here. I don't know if this would be better for the face camera or not. Let's see. But yeah, I'm completely in the dark during a stream. I don't know. Obviously, I can't hear anything, and so I'm entirely at the mercy of the audience. Would an Incognito card also work with a 400? They don't apparently, but I've got a 400 down. I've got a 400 in here at the moment, but it's downstairs. I can't remember what the hell the thing's like inside, but as far as I'm aware, no. Candle was going to make something that did work, that was going to work with the 400, but we never had the time. Also, another thing that's going on here is you can move this around here. Right. Oops. This camera, looking at the desk, it was stuck on with one of these sort of sticky pads here, and it didn't matter whether I put this grip thing on the bottom here of the shelf. Something's going on with the sound. Christ. Testing. So I've screwed this thing in here to the underneath, but now the camera's in the way of the screen, so I might put it on the top anyway. But the main thing is that it's not going to fall onto anything on the desk. Hopefully now is okay. There's something in here, just the slightest movement just causes all kinds of chaos. I'm going to try and replace this cable on this receiver. So by moving this camera, everything in this room must act as an antenna. That's all I can think. It's the room of antennas. Okay, we'll have a fiddle on with it a little bit more with it tomorrow. See what we can do. So yeah, in the next video we will take our cable here, connect it to the terminal block here, route it around the front here, patch it into these removed components, and hopefully it'll just work. It'll just work. So that's something to look forward to, isn't it? Just feel so lackadaisical. It must be the heat. Okay then. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. Nice to have your company, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see how this one turns out, you want to see if it works, because I'm really looking forward to seeing the Incognito BIOS with some decent video. I've never ever seen it through really good video, so that's going to be nice. So if you want to tune into that one, hopefully I'll be back on and finish this one tomorrow. So until then, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.